the battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's the USC Trojans and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game. Hey, coach told me this recent win streak has changed the confidence level of the entire roster. Now they feel like they belong among the better teams this season. Really, they started the season highly ranked, struggled, but right now this win streak has pushed them back into the top 15 where they believe they belong. Coach said, I don't really want to care about those early season expectations. What I know is right now my team is executing at a high level, and I believe we are a playoff team if we keep taking care of business. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Bruins headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Out wide right, it's Jordan. There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Man, guys, we're just getting started, and we're highlighting these players and these guys, and the QB said, all right, just highlight me, because they're coming out with a purpose. They're throwing the football. Two different guys, two different catches, two explosive plays.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Makes the grab. It's Bowman. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Breaking into the top 15, just one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the tight end. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skilled players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Left side, it's Miller. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the tight end. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, picking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Inside, it's Knight. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. In these rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's Iamaleava to throw. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Rush is on. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Complete. Hard running there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. A run for the quarterback. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Quick handoff. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They give it to him again. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Right side, it's Bowman. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Second down to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. Into the end zone for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Bruins offense makes its way onto the field hoping to get things going here. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
And so far, he looks a little bit rattled at the quarterback spot. Just not settled in, not fully comfortable. And you got to say the defense has done good, and they have taken away what they've wanted to do so far. But he's got to find some answers in this offense. Find some guys, find some matchups that he wants to exploit.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Trying to get started. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the gun, it's Jordan. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse agrees. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Sets his feet. It's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit. Man, those sting.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Anderson. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already done.
Caught! They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. Wants to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Out wide left, it's Jordan. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
And I like when offenses understand, man, when I get down here in this part of the field really shrinks in the red zone. Get the ball to your playmaker, and sometimes he'll make things happen. And he did there. Got a nice game, didn't get in the end zone. Now your decision. What do you want to do on fourth down?
Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC!
Fourth and goal, gotta have it. Who do you go to? You give it to your playmaker. You give it to your quarterback. You trust him. You trust him handling the football. He does what he's supposed to do, gets downhill, makes the fourth down conversion, and they get in for 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep run.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Right at the line. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And a great job by this defense, knowing it's 3rd and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with their RPO, coming up, tackling the running back, forcing the 4th down.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Hauls it in. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Turns into the pile. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looking for room. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You gonna leave that open? Okay, I'm gonna take it right now.
It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. It's complete on the right side. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. You didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Throwing, Iamaleava. Back's got it on the screen. Inside the 45. On the move at the 30. Turning it on. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Thomas. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught on the RPO. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
A 1st down run in the red zone. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, UCLA! Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for a man, it's Mayava. Under pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Anderson. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bruins call timeout. It's their 1st. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Motion from the wideout. Iamaleava. Oh, pressure's coming. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
To the air. It's Iamaleava. This time it's complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quick give. It's nice. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Left side, it's Knight. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Shoots it to the left. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Say it in the gun on third down. Makes a catch. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We kick things off with Arkansas in their matchup against the number 12 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Razorbacks coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. The victory closes the chapter on a 5-7 regular season. Disappointing, but those seniors go out with a victory. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He'll pull it down and run. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat and playing him like that.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Play action on first down. Fires to the right. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Quick completion on the out route. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give is to Miller. Nowhere to go.
And they stop him there with a tackle for a loss. And how about the run defense in this football game? A lot of coaches, man, they talk about it. Coming into a game, first thing we have to do is stop the run. Both these defenses so far have been up for the challenge.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Snap in the shotgun. Out wide right, it's Bowman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Bowman. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Mayava. Right side, it's Anderson. Makes the grab, and down immediately, he picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Wide open downfield. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them. Successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Trojans! The sure hand's in the end zone, and he has 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Left side, it's Miller. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
2nd and long here. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Bowman. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Williams. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And the Trojans will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Throwing, Imaliava. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To throw, it's Mayava. Snagged in the middle, it's Bowman. At the 40, there he goes. Makes a grab and room to run. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Gain of 25 on the play. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Running inside, it's Miller. He's past the marker. He's loose down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. USC stretches out that lead and not too far in the distance. They're starting to imagine the tones of the victory bell.
And USC has so much tradition, so much history, but they start every season. Jesse, they want this one. They want to make sure they beat their rival in L.A.
Yeah, you could tell, too. Talking to them before this game, they knew how important it was going to be to play well in the 2nd half. They had to have energy. They had to execute, and right now they're getting ready to chant "Fight on" at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Iamaleava. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the 4th quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Look out! And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Knight. To the left. He's at the touchdown Bruins. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Sets his feet, it's Mayava. Caught, it's Bowman. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Miller with the ball. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Wide receiver comes in motion. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Sends it back in motion. Here's Mayava to throw. Right side, it's Knight. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still second down. Tight end now in motion. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Matthews. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Straight ahead, it's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Throwing, Iamaleava. He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Black 14, black 14.
Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. Unloads it left. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Iamaleava to the air again. Going to take a shot. Touchdown, Bruins. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. The give to the back. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
And this is a moment with the lead late on third down that I would put the ball in the quarterback's hands and trust him to get this first down and keep you on the field. He's one of the most highly rated guys in the country. Throwing it, and if it's not there, use his God-given athleticism to go keep these sticks moving.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Moves the pocket. It's Mayava. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Rush right in his face. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Iamaleava. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it. Makes his man miss. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure, and I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards, but if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
It's caught. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll send the back in motion. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Left side, it's Knight. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Touchdown!
this situation now, if you're on offense, what do? Do you kick the extra point, tie it, and hope for overtime, or are you aggressive? Do you decide to go for 2 right here and see if you can take the lead with just seconds left in the game?
And they're going to go for 2 and try to decide it right now. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. They convert the 2, and they take the lead here in the 4th. They march 72 yards, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fresh center down's going to the air. Right down the middle. It's complete. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Bowman. He gets a pickup of 6 before stepping out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Out wide left, it's Coleman Williams. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
Timeout, USC.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Mayava. The quick out. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give is to Miller. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. With the line of scrimmage at the 32, they'll line up for a 49-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick so he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Back in 1939, USC first stole the victory bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.